Hi there. Welcome to Senior Wing's review of the Vive Health Upright Walker. I've worked with many seniors in person to help them select mobility devices and assistive aids that are right for their own needs. I've also done a deep dive into upright walkers in particular and compared them in depth across all available brands and models. In this video, I'm looking forward to helping you understand if the Vive Upright Walker is the right device for you. We'll focus on how it stacks up against other upright walkers. We won't focus on whether you should get upright rollators or standard rollators. That's the topic of another article we'll link to in the video description. Also note that this review is a Vive Health standard upright walker, not their Series T, which is a special version for tall, heavy, or large people. If you want to jump straight to the findings, click on the last chapter of the video. Otherwise, I'd like to show you the Vive Upright Walker in action. Before you use the Vive Upright Walker, or any mobility aid, adjust it to fit your own body's proportions. First, we'll adjust the armrests to fit your own height. The Vive's armrests use a push-pin style, where you push a button inwards and then slide the armrest up or down. The drawbacks of this style are that you have to bend down and reach around to the outside of the device to adjust the height. That could be difficult for some users. Another drawback is that you have to adjust the armrest 1 inch at a time. Meanwhile, there are other higher-end upright walkers that let you press a button conveniently on the inside of the frame and then raise or lower the armrest as far as you want in one fluid movement. The good news about the push-pin style is that you don't have to unscrew anything before you adjust the armrest height. There are in fact some lower-end upright walkers that require you to do that. Another benefit that you'll see with pretty much all upright walkers are that the armrest tubes are oval. This is convenient because then they can't accidentally rotate such that the buttons get out of sync with the holes. I've struggled with that with many standard rollators. Similar to all other upright walkers, the Vive's armrests adjust independently of each other in case you want them at different heights. The backrest is attached to each armrest, so that's why you see it's tilted here. The Vive Upright Walker armrests have a 5-inch range in height. That's pretty limited compared to other upright walkers, which usually have a much larger range. Its armrest height ranges from 41 inches to 46 inches, which I estimate is best for someone between 5'3" and 5'11", despite what may be recommended in the product specs. The reason I say that is that I'm 5'3", and I need this walker set at the minimum height of 41 inches. That's about 2/3 of my full height. So with the Vive's maximum armrest height of 46 inches, I'd infer that it supports somebody who's 5'11" or pretty close to it. Of course, everyone's body's proportions are different, so these are very rough guidelines. The conclusion is you shouldn't be too tall or too short if you're using this device. Also note that the Vive's armrest tubes are angled straight upwards. That means the distance between these armrests are always the same, whether it's being used by someone shorter or taller. For me, at 5'3", I find these armrests just a tad far apart. I prefer them slightly closer, and I do have pretty broad shoulders for my height. My conclusion is that this upright walker may be better suited for someone who's taller than I am with broader shoulders. One feature that's not common among upright walkers that the Vive has is that you can adjust the forearm length, or the distance between the armrest and the hand grip. The Vive allows for a 4-inch range. I feel this is a nice bonus, being able to customize the forearm length for a better fit, though it does require unscrewing the bar completely and screwing it back in. In my case, I have very short arms, and I found the bars most comfortable at the second to shortest length. Like many other upright walkers, the Vive has hand grips that are fixed in a vertical position and can't be adjusted. I feel this is fine. While it would be slightly more comfortable to rotate the hand grips inwards a bit, it still works if the hand grips are completely vertical. Now let's look at what it's like to walk with the Vive Upright Walker. I can feel the Vive Upright Walker giving me valuable support and stability when I walk, but the drawback for me is that with each step forward, my leg bumps into the edge of the foam seat. This is because I'm walking completely upright. Now I do have short arms that keep me closer to the device, but I also have short legs, which means I don't take very big steps. If, however, I walk by leaning over just slightly, then I have more space and my legs don't bump into the seat at all. The bottom line is that whether this is an issue for you depends a lot on your own posture and body's proportions. I'm also able to back up with the Vive Upright Walker if needed. And to turn as well. It's 25 inches wide, so it fits fine through a standard internal 28-inch door. It has 4 solid 8-inch wheels, so those work fine indoors. Outdoors, I would prefer an upright walker that has larger wheels, like 10 inches. You'll see that these wheels do have a safety reflector, which helps if you're walking outside in dim light. One nice feature the Vive Upright Walker offers is a set of foot lift pedals to help with uneven ground. This is more of an outdoors feature. I need to use it when crossing the door threshold of my home. When the upright walker gets stuck on uneven ground, you press on the pedal with your foot while you pull back on the hand grips at the same time. That gives you leverage to lift the front wheels up and over the threshold and move forward. If you just try pulling back on the hand grips or just press on the foot pedal, you'll get nowhere. Just as important as walking with the device is stopping the device. Like every other upright walker, the Vive has a pair of loop brakes. You pull them toward the hand grips to brake the device temporarily. You push them away and down to park the device. Note that the brake cables hang loosely from the hand grips down to the wheels, similar to just about any other upright walker. These cables can catch on things as you walk. The Vive, however, lets you use Velcro and clips to keep the cables close to the frame. This is a good mid-range solution. Lower-end upright walkers just leave the cables hanging, while higher-end walkers tuck the cables entirely inside the frame. Now that we've safely locked the parking brakes, let's check out Vive's built-in seat. Like most other upright walkers, the Vive has a flexible thin seat. This one is made of a piece of foam, while others use even thinner nylon mesh. The benefit of a flexible seat is that it lets the device collapse side to side. That way, it can roll through very narrow doors or fit more compactly in a vehicle. The drawback is this type of seat isn't as supportive or comfortable as a rigid padded seat. In terms of sizing, the Vive Upright Walker has a seat that's pretty standard at almost 18 inches by 10 inches in size. The seat's height of 21.5 inches also is very typical among upright walkers. That is higher than that of a standard dining room chair, and it will feel high for shorter people like me. The Vive is one of the upright walkers that has built-in sit-to-stand handles. These give you more safety and support as you get in and out of the seat. One caveat about every single upright walker, not just the Vive, is that it can be tricky to get in and out of the built-in seat because the vertical armrest tubes flank you on both sides. I need to angle my shoulders and torso in order to get past them. Every upright walker seat comes with a backrest. The Vive's is attached to the vertical armrest tubes rather than the frame. That means the backrest will rise up or go down as you change the armrest height. When I set the armrest to the lowest height, the backrest supports me in my mid to upper back, which is fine, even though I would prefer lower back. If someone taller were using this with the armrest set to the maximum height, the backrest will be higher as well and should support their upper back. Next up are the accessories that come with the Vive Upright Walker. The main accessory that comes with the Vive Upright Walker is the messenger-style storage bag. You can carry your personal items in here as you take a walk. The bag is detachable from the frame, and it has an adjustable shoulder strap in case you want to park your upright walker and walk away from it with your belongings at any point. The second accessory is a cane holder. This happened to be missing from my package, but I'm sure the company would send me one upon being informed. You'd rest the cane on top of a small platform that would be attached to the bottom of the walker frame. Then clasp the top of the cane to the backrest by using the included Velcro strip. Accessories that aren't included but can be purchased separately include a cup holder and a phone holder. Next, let's look at how portable the Vive Upright Walker is. Make sure you can lift the upright walker in case you need to move it into a vehicle or a storage space. The Vive is lighter than the average upright walker at just 20 pounds. It also folds side to side rather than front to back. As a result, the Vive can become more compact, not only to roll through narrow doors, but also to fit into a small closet or car trunk. To do this, pull up on the strap in the center of the seat. You can collapse the device partially or fully. To open the device back up, press down on the seat, and, very important, make sure it locks and the seat is taut. All upright walkers are large, even when folded, but the Vive is a bit on the longer side, at 47 inches by 29 inches by 10.5 inches. Check if that fits your car. It doesn't fit into my four-door Honda Civic unless I partly disassemble the device and remove the back legs with wheels. It's not the best device if you need to travel frequently. Now we'll look at what it's like to put the device together. Like most upright walkers, the Vive does require limited assembly. No tools were needed, but it took some time to put together. The instructions were okay. They could have been clearer, they could have been worse. If you have limited mobility, you probably want to find someone else to assemble this device for you. The final factor to consider is the company behind the upright walker. One advantage here is that Vive Health is a well-known, trusted, leading medical equipment and home healthcare company. Founded in Naples, Florida in 2014, the company has developed several product lines, including Vive Mobility, which encompasses various mobility aids. The Vive Upright Walker is designed by the company, then made in China, and finally shipped out of 3 different warehouses in the US. As a result, shipping is remarkably fast for most destinations across the country. Whether you skip to the end or you want a recap of what you've just watched, here are the key takeaways about the Vive Upright Walker. After testing the Vive Health Upright Walker hands-on, I've concluded it's a solid upright rolling walker with lots of helpful features, all at a reasonable price. It's best suited for somebody who wants a device that provides good value and supports them in walking more upright. That person also should be relatively average in size, spend most of their time walking indoors, and need something that's relatively light so that the device is easy to manage. But the Vive Upright Walker isn't right for everyone. If you're under 5'3", over 5'11", over 300 pounds, or you walk a lot outside, or you need to transport the walker frequently back and forth in a vehicle with limited carrying space, or you live in an older home that has very narrow doorways, or you typically choose the very top-of-the-line premium devices, then you'll be better off with a different upright walker. If this is the case, check out our video description. It links to Senior Wing's articles that recommend upright walkers for those situations. Compared to other upright walkers, the Vive Health device stands out in a few ways. It's fairly lightweight, making it easy to manage. It's one of few upright walkers that are certified for stability and safety by the International Organization for Standardization. It has a rather wide range of features that make it easier to use, and it's all available for a reasonable price. As for the drawbacks, It's limited to a middle-of-the-road user who doesn't have any especially challenging needs in terms of height, weight, or environment. And depending on how you're proportioned and how you walk, it's possible that your legs may bump into the edge of the foam seat with each step forward. If you'd like to purchase this, please feel free to use my affiliate link in the video description. Otherwise, if it's clear that the Vive Upright Walker is not right for you, then check out our website for guides about other types of upright walkers. Finally, if you found this product review helpful, please consider clicking thumbs up on this video and subscribe to this channel so you'll know about future tips and insights. And finally, comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.